What's going on, everybody? Can you guys hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Yep. Welcome to another episode of Elite Heat. I'm your host, the True Draw. Chris will be joining me in a little bit. Don't know how long, but he'll be joining me tonight. Yep. Like this video, share with your friends. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. We're trying to make it to 11K by the end of the year, which I think we definitely will. At least by this weekend. As it should be. Gonna be another fun event tonight. What is it? 3 more matches for this Continental Classic? 3 more matches tonight that's on. This should be fun. Let's see how AEW goes from here on out. After losing Punk for good, so Lethal versus Mox. Yep, Lethal gets the opening match again. Second week in a row. This time it'll be Mox opening the show. Last week he main evented. So it was Mox versus Lethal in the Continental Classic. Mox has 3 points. Lethal has 0, which means Mox could go 6. Get 6 points total tonight if he wins. He said, "I'll vote for Jay Lethal." Sure, you want to do that, pal? You sure you're gonna keep your vote? Sure, you want to do that? I don't know. I don't know. If you want to do that? You know what? The news that is going more like. I really like the idea. But the news, AEW is going to be more like New Japan. I really like the idea. Who said that? Where'd you get that from? Huh, that's interesting. Mine was all right. I had the day off, so I can't complain. While almost everybody else had to go to work. Yeah, the match hasn't been bad so far. QT said that's why he is leaving AEW because they want to be more like New Japan. He said him. Did he say that like himself? I saw like his statement on him resigning. Uh, I don't know anything else. Like I saw that. I saw the report that Punk didn't want him at Collision, so the removal of like their segments. TK took the hit for that. Um, yeah, and then I saw something else. I guess like people being uh basically being told. I guess people were being told for a while. Some people knew for a while. QT was leaving. Um, so I haven't looked more into detail when it comes to that. But I don't think they realize that they know that it's a big. It is a pretty significant loss because he had important titles in the company. Now I did see another report that they were saying that he wanted, like he thinks that he wants to be like a top wrestler, top star or something to that effect. But he was never going to be that guy in the company. He's just too bland. He's a great heel, but I think like when it comes to him trying to be that and a wrestler, it's just so much you could go with that. You know, people don't look at him as a wrestler. That's the problem too. He's I saw it on X. Yeah, I saw like the other reports, but I didn't see that part about the New Japan stuff. I saw like the report of him saying that basically he wanted to wrestle more, be like a top star, not top star, but like a wrestler. Like he wanted to be like one of the. He thinks he's better than when he was presented, but I mean, he was fine in AAA. I thought that was a good thing for him in AAA, but anywhere else, I just didn't really see that being, you know, wasn't going to be that, and especially with his when it came to his feud with Cody, that shit turned off a lot of people, unfortunately. So, fortunately, he was pretty much handcuffed on his end. I don't think he was going to get as over as he probably felt he should have. But when it comes to behind the scenes, it's definitely going to be a significant loss. So I wonder where he's going to go from here. Does he go to WWE? I don't know. If he goes to WWE, he's going to be put in him. He's not going to wrestle. I think he's going to be like an agent or somebody to that effect. I don't see him being a wrestler. So even if he goes to WWE, he's not going to really get what he wants there if he wants to continue wrestle. Somebody like Nick Aldis is not even wrestling there, and he's a better wrestler than QT. So, we'll see what happens with him. Ron, Daphne, hi. Hi, Ron. Oh, I wanted to make sure it was Ron, not Rand. Saturdays, yeah, World's End. I still think about going to that show. I really want to go to that show. I'm most likely gonna meet Swerve the day before. He's doing an appearance in Queens. I really want to go to it. I'll have to go like after work and freaking take like a train, no, like 2 trains and a bus to get there. So we'll see. Definitely haven't seen Swerve in 6 years in person. I haven't seen him in 6 years.
Yo, yo, yo. What's going on, everybody? We got Mox and Jay Lethal in the opener.
Oh, what's up?
Oh, hey, pal. What's going on?
This guy.
What the fuck is up? How's it going? How's it hanging? What's going on, everybody in the chat? You're going to watch me eat my taquitos. See, the key behind a good taquito is you got to dip it in some taco sauce. A 5-star hood meal.
You look like you got the Andre the Giant hair. Remember, like before he had like the strap, he had like the hair. That's what it looked like.
It's because like the front of it is like it's still nice and moist, so it's all flat and crazy right now. About to drink 7 bottles of wine like fucking Andre the Giant.
He says, "What the fuck? You trying to kill your liver?"
Just trying to be on Andre's level. Oh, the distraction. Mox got him with the okie doke.
Is it me or does it feel weird watching like Dynamite, knowing about what's been going on the last few days with WWE?
Yeah, it does. It's just an exciting time to be a wrestling fan. Because it's not like AEW's in the mud, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it depends. It depends on how you look at it because again, you're gonna have those, those fans who are upset. You're gonna have those fans who completely ignore everything, so they don't give a fuck. They're just happy to see Phil back. I'm. Don't worry, I got a whole lot to say on Saturday. I'm gonna be on Chuho Heat for
I
that.
honestly, I was
I'm a.
happy to
I'm
see
a.
him.
I'm gonna say a whole lot. I'm mixed about it. I'm happy to see him. I'm happy to see like he's not ending his career like in a sour note. Those
Mhm.
things I'm happy about. It's just the overall aspect of things. That's where I kind of mixed about.
I mean, I'm still low key salty that things didn't work out in AEW, but I'm always happy to see
You know what I
Punk
mean?
back.
You know what I mean? I mean, yeah. Like for me, that's the kind of downside of it. It's like I wish shit would have worked out with him and AEW. Um, and then even when it comes down to it, yeah. I mean, a lot of parties are involved. A lot of things could have happened. A lot of things should have happened. At the end of the day, I still think Punk should have handled himself better, even if certain things don't come about. I think he should have handled himself better.
Oh,
And
100%.
him going back to WWE, it, you know what it is too. Fans are like fucking WWE fans, especially. They're like fucking happy. They're excited and all this shit. But it's like what they don't realize is that he only went back out of spite. He's only there out of spite. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's only there out of spite. So it's not like he's fucking genuine about it. People could try to convince me otherwise, but I was like, no, he's not fucking genuine about it. He went there out of fucking spite. Like that's the only reason why he's there. Now Triple H, I give him credit because again, Triple H put his feelings to the side for business. And when you're in this kind of business, sometimes you got to do that. If you want to sign, the big names, you want to sign like the most controversial person or people, sometimes you got to do that. And he did that. I give him credit for that. That was a big deal. And the way he was presented was like, holy shit, he actually fucking showed up at Survivor
Yeah.
Series. You know what I mean? So Triple H still gets credit for that. I'm not knocking the guy for signing Punk. It is what it is when it comes to that. So I can't really hold anybody to that. It's just more the aspect of Punk was like this rebel. He was this rebel. He was the person that represented like never, like I'm never going back. So people hold his word to it. And then guess what? He fucking went back.
Yep.
So like now all that mystique is gone. All that shit is gone. None of it matters now. Which again, I guess I wish he would have went back on better terms. That's what kind of bothers me too. It's just like if you're gonna go back to WWE, you go back, right? But at least
Mhm.
go back on better terms. But it's like the way you basically got fired from AEW. Like you got fired from AEW and then you went back to WWE. So when people try to like brag about like comparing it with Jade and Cody and Jade, they went to WWE in free agency. They had a choice and they made their choice. Punk got
Yeah.
fired.
Yeah,
Punk
he
didn't
didn't.
have a choice.
Pretty much. Well, he could have went to
He
Impact.
didn't have a Yeah, he could have. No, he could have, but it's just the money aspect. Punk is too much. Like I just think it would have been a little too. They would have offered it because remember, Impact they are backed by billionaires. Like they could do it. The TV thing that they have. They're a $1 billion company. I think the company too, right? The company that owns Impact, they're a $1 billion company. So the money aspect is not an issue. It's
Anthem.
just a matter of like you're gonna pay this guy millions of dollars.
I think
Yeah,
Anthem still
Anthem.
owns them. Yeah, they're pretty.
So it's
They're,
like one
they're a
of those
pretty big
things where
company.
you got yeah. So like even with that, it's like you're gonna pay a guy a lot of money. You're gonna pay Punk 7 figures, but at the end of the day, when you're doing shows for like 1,000 seat venue, or like even less than that, it's really hard to tell like if you're gonna make your investment back. You know what I mean? That's a tough sell. That's the only tough part about it. It's not the pain part that's tough. Is gonna be making your money back. That's the toughest part. because they do smaller crowds. They're great shows. Like Impact has been on the road for like the last like 3-4 years, so they got
They put on good
their way
shows.
back to that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like they got their way back to that, right? To that level. It's just a matter of where can you go from here now? You know what I mean? Like what?
Yeah.
And I think the TNA thing does help because it's people are excited about that. People legit
Yeah.
are still talking about that. So there's like legit
reestablishes them as
excitement.
a brand, I think.
No, it does. Yeah, I agree with that. People are legit excited about it, and who knows? It could be more opportunities too. More opportunities for Impact. I mean, I mean, I ain't gonna call them. I'm not gonna call them TNA until the official date that they're TNA. So I'm gonna wait on that.
Is it like January 1st? Like as soon as January hits, they're TNA again?
No, whenever the Hard to Kill show is, that's when it's
Okay.
officially TNA.
Yeah. Okay.
That's when it goes back to TNA. So,
It's like January.
and I heard
12th
they did, yeah, they did say apparently they did make him an offer. Like apparently it was like a big offer. Same thing with Osprey. So they have been trying to go after like big names. It's just a matter of do I want to go to Impact really, or do I want to go with more stability?
To the biggest
With
company in
AEW,
the
you have more
world,
stability.
or one of the bigger companies. Yeah.
Yeah. Like AEW have more stability. With WWE, the same thing. You're settled, but the problem with WWE is that you could become complacent. You know what I mean? Once you get that big paycheck, you don't give a fuck. There's a lot of guys who are like that. They don't give a fuck where they go from there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's interesting. Oh, Tony's on my screen.
It's Tony Schiavone saying here.
So it looks like Revolution might be in North Carolina, Greensboro.
Oh, which makes sense. It is Sting's last hurrah.
Oh, that's exactly what he's talking about.
Oh, okay. Woo, my man, Ric Flair.
Like Ric Flair.
That's my guy.
You could tell like if bubblegum and tape was a person, that's Ric Flair.
That's fucked up, but it's true.
So I guess that's gonna be Revolution, I guess, in Greensboro.
Ric Flair can still cut a promo. Look how many gold chains this man has on.
Too many. Yeah, I
When you
noticed. I'm
be
like,
chilling
God
with
damn, that
Quavo.
is a lot.
You be chilling with Quavo all the time. Them boys.
Briscoe.
R.I.P.J.
Oh, so they having another classic match, right? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I think it's Mark Briscoe versus Roosh. Perfect match to roll a blunt to. Reach for the sky. I'm trying, Mark. I'm trying to get high like this guy.
Remember that one time where Rick was on Raw and he was like ringside in the first match, the opening match, and then they decided to have like a fucking segment with him during the match. He was like all over the fucking place.
I feel like that was when he was doing the Lacey Evans shit. I'm sorry, Charlotte. I'm just trying to fuck your daddy.
He's like a Kelvin's hype. He's inviting us to his house for Revolution.
We in there. You got to take the trip to Greensboro now.
That shit's like what, 6 hours to get there? Like a 6 hour ride?
Yeah, it should. I don't think it's too crazy.
Shit, yo, I'll have to plan that. I'll have to like plan that shit like out like. I'll be like, I ain't trying to lose a vacation day. Let me see. Let me see what I could do. Oh, it's Roosh and Mark. Damn, man, I like both guys too. So somebody losing. Fuck.
I would guess Roosh wins this, but it could go either way, I guess.
Yeah.
I like both guys as well.
Well, SP3 he did make some good points about having like what they need to do is having shocking wins, similar to like the G1.
True.
Or you kind of did get that with Brody King beating Eddie Kingston.
Yeah, considering Eddie's one of the champions and one of one of the belts is on the line, so it's a good win for Brody.
Yep. You gotta find another way to sell the Wembley Stadium tickets since Punk ain't coming back. Did Roosh face Mark in Ring of Honor before? I don't know. If they did, it would be within that last year of like ROH being full time before the pandemic. I want to say because I got away from ROH. I did go to Mayhem, but I kind of started going away from ROH. I think after Manhattan Mayhem in 2019 because it was rough. That was a rough year for them. After the elite left, it was rough. Part of that was on ROH.
I mean, I feel like that shit became like a dying breed once they left.
No, it did, and part of it that was on ROH. They were heavy on the elite
Yep.
to the point that there was like really no real backup stars that could really carry the company.
Nah, they might have relied on them a little too much.
No, they don't. They did. That was the problem. And then they did have a few good signings like around that time when they signed Rouge, they signed Brody King, uh, PCO. Like they were getting like some nice signings. It's just when the crowd is not going to your shows like they once were, it's tough. And
Yep.
what made it worse was the Supercard of Honor. The booking of Supercard of Honor just kind of ruined their reputation.
What happened with Super Card of Honor?
Just a bunch of bullshit that happened. Like the there was a bunch of shit that happened. Like the whole Enzo and Cass thing.
Oh, that's right.
They were off. They were off screen. They had a brawl. They had a brawl off screen, and they never informed New Japan of it. So what happened was that when these dudes won the titles, the Gorillas of Destiny won the titles. It was like non-existent because everyone was focused on the fight. What made it worse was that they didn't even show it. Ring of Honor didn't even show what was going on. So everyone that was in the stadium, we saw what was going on. But on TV, they were trying to make it seem like something else happened. So it completely took away from the moment. That's what
Got
made
it.
it really bad. But then like the whole booking of Dawson Castle, he got squashed. He got squashed in like 10 seconds. Matt Taven winning the ROH title. Now, granted, I don't hate Matt Taven like a lot of people do. I think he's really good. I think he's a good wrestler. He's good on the mic. That's just my opinion. But I could also say that that wasn't the time to put the title on him. They should have given it to Marty. Either Marty or have Jay Lethal retain it because that was so bad. Like um the
the
whole thing with
crazy
Marty,
thing,
I get. Yeah.
the
Oh,
crazy
because
thing
the whole
about
thing with
that.
Marty. Oh,
Oh, go ahead. Good.
no, no, I was gonna say because the whole thing with Marty was that they were kind of in like a stagnant situation because Marty was becoming a free agent. At the
Mhm.
same time, you want your guy to stay, give him the fucking belt. That was the problem, and they didn't do that.
Yeah, but also the funny part or the funny thing about it is I was banking on Matt Taven to win the Ring of Honor championship because that's when I had him in the fantasy league that we were doing. So he actually got me mad points. So I became a big Matt Taven fan ever since
Yeah,
that
that's
day.
funny. That's funny. I mean, I get like you could say he's kind of one of those guys who there's an inquiring taste on him. But
Yeah,
even I would say like that night that shouldn't have happened. Like he shouldn't have gotten the belt that
it
night.
wasn't his time yet. Not for that. Not for that. You know, he wasn't the right guy to
Yeah,
dethrone. Jay Lethal, which at that time, right,
lethal,
he was
but
like on that
also the
crazy
moment.
reign.
The problem too was the moment. I think the problem too was the moment. Madison Square Garden. This is your first show in MSG. Um,
Joint show too
it was
at
just a
that.
bad moment. Yeah, it was just a bad moment. It was poorly timed. Um, but that kind of ruined their reputation with New Japan because New Japan was pretty upset with shit they were doing. They weren't informing motherfuckers of what they were doing, and the whole show, like if you saw like I think they ended up taking the co event and the main event. Like that's how they're like, all right, we're gonna help you guys, but we're getting these spots.
Yeah.
And New Japan carried that show. New Japan alone carried that show. If it wasn't for New Japan, the show would have been very mid. And it's sad to say, but it's like I just got to keep it. I got to keep it a buck. I like Matt Taven now, but back then he killed old ROH. No, I think a lot of people killed it before Matt Taven. I didn't. I think Matt
Yeah.
Taven was like the final nail to coffin.
Everybody just blames him. He's like the scapegoat.
Yeah, he's a scapegoat, and it's like wasn't really him. It was that shit was already down. It was already a downward spiral again after the elite left. It's just you guys put yourself in a tough situation. So Matt Taven, yeah, he did. He definitely did become the scapegoat because even before that, those crowds were looking small.
Oh yeah. They were already kind of losing momentum. I mean, the elite leaving was a real killer.
Yeah.
Want to see some redneck kung fu?
He says I read that kung fu.
Yeah, I love that shit when he starts going crazy. Oh, yeah! It's like inner Bruce Lee comes out. Oh, dead Mark. It would have been cool. It would be cool to see like the whole family together. Roosh, Dragon Lee, Dralistico.
Yeah. Fortunately, Dragon Lee is having mid matches in WWE and losing on pay per views.
Tragic.
Damn, it's crazy because I thought that match would have been really good, and instead it was just used as a platform to put Escobar over.
I mean, I'm not mad at that either though, because I like Santos.
No, I'm not. I'm not mad at it. It's just what the fuck. Like, what was the point of that shit? Like, if you're gonna have that kind of match, should have just left Carlito. Because honestly, you will get a better match with Dragon Lee than Carlito.
I mean, apparently he's like really injured, so
Who
I think that's why
Carlito?
they kept. Yeah, that's why they kept him off the card.
I don't know.
I mean,
But
I thought I read that he was legit injured, unless it is just an angle and they just wanted to get Dragon Lee some exposure. But yeah.
I mean, even so, like if that's the exposure you're doing, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad exposure. Because it didn't do nothing for Dragon Lee. Well,
That's it.
yep,
Tranquilo.
it's a good match.
Yeah, nice back and forth. Good action throughout the match. Commercial break kind of killed it, but
It's funny because Roosh looks more related to like Khabib than being Mexican.
yo, for real, he does kind of got a Middle Eastern vibe to him.
He looked like you remember that movie Jet Li the One where they were like,
Yeah.
he's going to like that's Roosh for Khabib.
Timeless.
Let's see what bullshit she pulls off tonight.
Who's she defending against?
All these, I don't know. I guess
Oh,
Sky Blue.
I definitely hear your TV a little bit too much.
Probably Sky.
I just realized it.
That's funny.
Yeah,
'Cause I have
probably.
my TV like the whole time, the same volume. I'm like,
I know, and I'm listening to your shit. Like I'm like, wait a minute, we're not even supposed to have that shit that loud.
no, I think Sky Blue. They didn't say these, unless they did say it was pretty quick.
That might be.
I assume Sky Blue because she was the only one that kind of like she interrupted like her thing.
Oh yeah, so I could see that.
No, MJF.
This fucking bum hip and shoulder.
What they said, a torn labrum.
Yep. It's a
If
tricky thing. A torn labrum could take weeks to heal or fucking months. It's weird.
I assume maybe it's I don't know. I'm not a doctor, but I mean, I would think he'd be wearing a sling for it, but
I think so. A torn labrum in the shoulder is like it's a weird injury where it doesn't really like affect you as much as like a torn rotator cuff or some shit or like a separated shoulder would.
yeah.
And I only know this from experience because I'm pretty sure I have a torn labrum in my left shoulder for like the last decade, and I can still work out and do everything.
Yeah, because I'm more familiar with rotator cuffs. Because I know with rotator cuffs, once you tear that shit, you gotta get it.
Oh,
You
it
gotta
takes
get it
rehab.
fixed.
Yeah, it's like the worst shoulder surgery you could get.
Because it's like literally a fucking ligament that's attached to your like your neck and shoulder, and when that detaches like that, that's basically torn. It's like that. It's basically like this. So there's nothing there to hold it properly.
You just walk around with a dead shoulder all day.
Yeah, it's not. Somebody in my job tried to like rehab it without getting surgery, and when I mentioned, I was like, "No, she's gonna have to get that fixed." People were like saying I was being negative, and I was just like, "Well, all right. When she gets it, don't say I told you so."
I mean,
And
it's just science, motherfucker.
yeah, that's what I said. I was just like, "Yo, like her shit is torn." I was like, "There's certain things you could tear. You could rehab it, and then you'll be fine." But I was like, no, that's a major muscle. It's like ACL. You tore your ACL. You got to get it fixed. There's no, hey, let me rehab it and let me be back. No, you got to fix it.
I'm convinced Aaron Rodgers is the only one that could tear his rotator cuff and start throwing a football 6 weeks later.
Bro, that's
only Aaron Rodgers.
I don't know what the fuck he's doing, but I'm pretty sure whatever he's doing, everyone is gonna start looking to that. Like everyone is gonna follow suit.
Yeah, it's called mushrooms. What's that fucking?
He's that mushroom.
What's that chemical that's in mushrooms? That shit heals everything. I was coughing for 3 weeks. I took some mushrooms. I've been fine ever since.
Yeah, I mean not only that, but I heard he ordered like some kind of like weird machines that are like super expensive. That
oh, you probably got like the cryo chamber, all that shit. He got all that holistic shit, bro.
They were even saying too, because like the way he was looking for the last few weeks, they were saying like how like it's basically a miracle, like the way he's moving.
Yeah, my man, he's cleared for practice.
That's fucking crazy. How the
he tore his Achilles fucking 3 months ago, and he's cleared for practice.
That's crazy. Only Aaron fucking Rodgers.
Only Aaron Rodgers.
But I think it's a good thing if he comes back fully healthy. I think he's opened the doors for like new science and shit because people are gonna start following suit.
Yeah,
They're gonna start follow suit for that.
they'll turn away from traditional medicine, which traditional medicine kind of fucks people up, in my opinion. So why not?
It does, and it depends on if you get addicted to it. That's the worst. Because even when I tore my MCL, I had to take like there was some medication I had to pick. I had to take like every day. I would take it every few days just because I was afraid of that. I was afraid of being relied on too. Like I would feel like I was relying on that too much. Like that was my fear. So I did it like every few days, and when I used it, it was fine. Like I felt fine. Um, yeah, but I definitely didn't use it every day. I was like, fuck that. I would literally just fucking take my knee brace, ice it down, and then put my knee brace back on. That's basically how I rehabbed it.
Shit, when I broke my foot, all I did was sleep, play video games, and smoke weed. Came back a brand new man.
Yeah, this guy.
It's the cure, the magic cure. I also did a lot of push-ups and ate a lot.
One of the great benefits though, because I had the hinge brace and I had to wear it like outside my pant, outside my jeans. The biggest benefit of that is people always gave up their seats on the train, so I could sit
Yeah,
down.
yeah. I used to walk around with the air cast. People, oh, you want to sit? Yeah, sure. Where are they at right now? What city they're in?
I do not know, to be honest with you.
Fucking guy in the front row got a neck brace. What's up with this crowd?
He's next strong.
Oh, that makes sense.
He's a lot more stronger than McDonough. I'll tell you that much.
McDonough. JD
Got
McCreepy.
thrown off. Motherfucker got thrown off. Got KO.
Got it bad.
Then he was getting his ass whooped.
Oh, he's good. He's good to go. Oh. Oh no. It's the devil, isn't it?
Oh, he did say he was gonna wrestle, but then he deleted the tweet. He was the one that kind of like mentioned it first. Oh, what the hell? That person looks big as fuck.
Yo, for real.
The hell? Because I don't know if you heard. So apparently, the people who are like in those costumes, they're like the legit people. So we'll see.
Yeah.
And my screen went black.
Fucking mine too. Oh, in the shadows, our game begins.
Oh, that's fucking great. Really? Really, AEW? Oh, what the fuck?
Oh shit. I like where this is going.
But did he just say MJF versus Samoa Joe next week?
No, it's MJF and Samoa Joe versus a mystery tag team.
Oh,
The unknown. MJF's not happy.
are they doing this next week?
Who's the tag team?
I like how like Samoa Joe like kind of is like he's kind of like going baby face in this kind of angle because he's like trying to talk some sense into MJF, knowing that he has a title match against MJF.
He wants to beat him fair and square, no excuses. Have you decided if you want to go to World's End?
I'm leaning towards the going. Like I'm like 70% wanted like I'm like 70% on it.
All right.
The only thing that sucks again is fucking Nassau Coliseum. It's not a pain to get to. It's just the entrance itself. I fucking hate.
Nassau Coliseum.
A big ass fucking lot you got to walk through. Like if they would have done that at the other arena, oh my god, you have no idea how much easier that would have been for me.
You know what was actually a decent arena? The UBS, right?
Yeah, that's the new one. That's the new arena in Long Island, and that was the one I was hoping for, because if they would have done it there, the travel for me is mad easy. I would basically have to take the L, one stop, then take the Long Island Railroad, take it one stop, and then the stop I transferred to, I jump on that train, take it one stop, and I would have been at the arena.
Is Nassau? How you getting to Nassau? Would you get to Nassau Coliseum? The LIRR?
Yeah, it'll be the train. I'll have to go on the train a little further out, and then basically I'll have to Uber it to the Coliseum. My concern will be more of after the fact, getting home. That would be my biggest concern.
Yeah. So low key, I want to drive out there, then I don't want to drive out there. But getting back, it would be so much easier.
Oh, because you haven't done it yet, or?
No, I just don't want to like. I mean, I usually like to drink a few beers at a wrestling event, you know. So I don't want to drink and drive. You know, if I do drive, I could control myself, but I would rather go have a few beers. So might just have to take that railroad.
I mean, at least you're being responsible, because
hey, responsibility.
I mean, that's what you got to do sometimes, man.
Yeah. Don't drink and drive, smoke and fly.
I definitely want to go. Like I haven't been to a AEW pay-per-view since Double or Nothing, and I did skip. What was it? Full Gear? That was in Jersey.
Yeah, Full Gear was fun.
I mean, I skipped it just because is cousin fuck New Jersey, but
it was in Newark. It's not too bad.
I mean, that is bad. That's worse.
It's not as bad as they say it is.
Oh, because you went at a good time.
I was low-key sick.
Oh, because you went when like everybody was going there. Imagine like trying to go there, like, hey, let's go to Newark and hang out. You probably got beat up like in Harold and Kumar.
That was the first wrestling event I ever went to by myself.
Oh, you went by yourself?
Yeah, like I didn't meet nobody over there. I didn't meet up with anybody over there that I knew. I didn't I went dolo. I just sat by myself. I was next to between two big motherfuckers, so it was very uncomfortable. I was standing up most of the time and just bullshitting with the guys in front of me.
Yeah, I usually like when I go with Wendy, sometimes it's just like sometimes it's hard to meet up with other people just because like people are either pre-gaming or doing other stuff. Sometimes I just like being in an arena. I mean, I don't like being early as in like, hey, let me be the first ones to my seats early. I just like being there at a good time. Even though I don't know if AEW, I don't know if they still do like the meet and greets. Like if you buy like the tickets for it, I don't know if they still do that.
Maybe. I wouldn't be surprised. I usually just pregame, get to the arena, watch the show. I pre-gamed a little too hard for a Grand Slam, though. I didn't make it to through the through the Rampage taping. I usually make it all the way through. This time I was like, nope, I gotta go home. I'm lit.
He's in there. Good thing I never. I mean, the arena itself is not bad. It's just like the walk to the fucking arena itself is a pain in the ass.
It is a pain in the ass.
Like the arena itself is not, and it's small. It's a lot smaller in person than like when you see it. It looks small.
Got to do City Field next time.
Oh, for that. You said City Field.
Nah, no way.
Shit, they haven't even done a WWE event at like any of the stadiums. People have been wanting it, but it's like people also got to understand. I'm like, they ain't doing none of that shit during the winter. Like Royal Rumble, they've been doing baseball stadiums, but they're doing like either dome stadiums or hot areas. They're not doing New York. They're not doing Boston. Even though in Boston it would be pretty cool at Fenway Park just because of the Green Monster, just to see like how they pull that shit off. Anywhere like that, it's not gonna happen. Wrigley Field would be cool too because you got all them buildings and seats that they use now, but realistically, it's not gonna happen. Especially now how production works. Especially summertime. Summertime will be worse because the teams. Just to set up, it takes like a week just to set up. So it's tough. Westchester County Center back in that arena is actually not bad. Impact did their 1,000th episode there. And I think WWE, when they do their live events, they do that. They do it there, the Westchester Center.
The Westchester Center. I've never been there.
It's actually not bad. That's where they did Impact, Bound for Glory, and I think the 1,000th episode. I think that's where they did it.
Nice. Where's when did they got an MSG show coming up soon, right? WWE.
Well, yeah, the holiday shit.
All right. I'll pass.
I haven't done that. Yeah, I haven't done that in years. I don't remember last time I did it. It's usually fun. It's not like a bad. It's usually more fun than anything. But I remember the very first time I went, and it was my very first wrestling event live. Like that was because we were like right there in the ramp. So this was before they started doing like the ramps for their live shows. So at MSG, it was just like a little walkway that they used to do. So I was able to see like a bunch of like fucking mad close. Like we saw Cena, Punk, all those motherfuckers close. This is when Zack Ryder was hot too. When fucking Zack Ryder was over as fuck. And he came out, everybody was fucking going crazy.
Matt Cardona. Still over as fuck.
Yeah, so that was like my first show, and that was a fun experience. Like that show was fun. And then I went to the second one months later. That was the one when Daniel Bryan defended the title against what was it? He defended the title against Big Show and Mark Henry. Triple H came back. Like that was like Triple H's like first event back in a while.
Oh,
that was a fun show. It was really fun.
Oh my god! Why would they show that on TV?
Bro, they're fucking showing it.
I try to erase that from my mind,
fucking
bro.
Showing his ankle.
Yo, that shit was crazy.
Bro, why did they show it? What the fuck?
Oh shit! It's the Hardy.
I remember people were pissed. When Penta like shared the clip of it, but he wasn't sharing like the fucking broken ankle. He was showing like highlights of the goddamn match, and people were upset at him. It's like, calm the fuck down. He used a video from ROH's like social media. Like,
People always gonna be mad at some shit.
he's not fucking tech savvy. He's not gonna fucking edit that shit out himself. He said that was wild. Damn, nobody knew he got injured like that. That shit was all over the fucking place.
Yeah.
It's just, you know what sucks too is that Top Flight, they haven't hit their full potential just because one brother's injured, the other one gets injured. It's like, bro. Let's get Dante Martin back. I'm glad he's back because I do think he's good in the ring. Fuck this guy.
Top Flight, they back. Who they with? Oh, Action Andretti. You don't fuck with him?
No, he's a bum.
This would have been a perfect spot for AR Fox, who just got beat the fuck up by Wardlow.
Oh no, but because Action has been tag partners with the other brother.
Yeah, that's right. When he was out.
Yeah, he's been like the last few weeks, he's been tag teaming with him and shit. Action Andretti reminds me like the quarterback that when you find out he's starting and you got like really upset. It's like, what fuck? Why is he starting? That's how I feel about him.
Goes 10 for 35 with 3 interceptions. Like this motherfucker.
He said Chris Jericho. Well, they're playing an angle with Chris Jericho. Remember, he got beat up by Starks and Big Bill. That's an angle though. So Jericho's fine. He was there last week. Jericho, right? He was there last week. They beat up the Bucks.
Yeah, they beat up Jericho, no? Didn't they beat up Jericho last week?
Yeah, I think it was like all of them. Yeah,
He was just doing an interview in the back, and he's just like, starts trying to square up. They beat his ass.
Yeah. Yeah. Jericho's still around. He's not. He's fine. He's just old. He said, "I vote for the Hardy Boys." I don't know. That's a good thing because I think the Hardy Boys are losing.
That shit, the curse. You got cursed.
They're just there to put guys over. They're not. Unfortunately, that's just where they're at now. That's their pecking order. Bro, Isaiah's funny every time he does that fucking scream.
These kids are good if they could fucking stay healthy at the same time.
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, that's tough. Like, it sucks. And this dude got injured twice. Darius, right? That's his name. He got injured twice. But good thing that Dante was like good enough in the ring that he was still being used. It's just that Dante is not that, he's not what Dante is. Darius, he's not what Dante is.
Well,
so he wasn't used that much.
But it's crazy how it happens because Darius got hurt twice and then Dante gets hurt.
Yeah. because I mean, even though the spot with Dante was just fucking insane, it was just unfortunate. Like, because so many thoughts in your head, you could say like, damn, maybe they shouldn't have done that spot, but it is what it is. It's pro wrestling. At the end of the day, you go fucking climb up the steps, you'll get injured. So I mean, Adam Cole fucking blew up his ankle, fucking jumping off a damn ramp. So it happens.
Yo, man, they always putting fucking food commercials on this shit. Shit always makes me hungry. Like I just finished eating. I'm still hungry now. Thanks to the fucking pizza commercial.
I had a beef patty, cocoa bread, and cheese that filled me up.
Made some chicken parmesan last night, man. That shit was A1. Are the Hardys the heels in this match?
There's something. Damn, he said, still don't believe you made that chicken parmesan.
Nobody believes I made that shit. It slapped.
He said nobody believes that.
I'm trying to figure out what city this is because this crowd looks kind of dead.
Extra chat. Somebody in the chat might know. Frantic World might know.
Yeah, somebody in the chat, let me know which city this edition of Dynamite is coming from.
They're coping with losing CM Punk. Where's the other private party guy? Well, he's still injured. Oh, Minneapolis. You see, I told you Frantic World would know.
Big win. Top flight.
Told
They're
you.
back.
Oh, Matt is pissed.
Oh. Delete. Delete.
Man, I hope he becomes a broken gimmick again. Still to come. Champion. You guys start drinking.
It's cold out here in NYC, man. I hate this shit. Everybody bundle up. Frostbite. I don't need no frostbite. Yeah, well, you better fucking believe it, pal. I made it. Magnifico. Oh, there we go. The Target Center in Minneapolis.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Oh, crowd doesn't look too enthused.
Well, I mean, they're Twins fans. What do you expect?
Oh, yeah. Good luck with Carlos Correa.
He had a terrible season. Yeah, his season was awful this year.
Yeah, that's what he gets.
So that's where he.
Oh, they got that triangle. Oh, some other luchadors, but a very good luchador. El Hijo.
Shit, they're making this trios division feasible. That's a good way to do it. Julia Hart. All Julia needs is a sword. She look like that dude from One Piece.
The dude from One Piece. Did she just throw her crown at security?
Well, she did, but then that shit didn't work. Like it kind of went like
Julia Hart about to kill her. Or maybe they're gonna kill each other.
hmm.
Some interesting notes. We got Julia Hart brought house rules, and she can't use her submission move to win tonight. And the kiss of death for Emi Sakura. Or Emi Sakuri. Saukri. Sauki. There we go. Sauki. You know we gotta fuck with you. You know we gotta fuck with you a little, Hassan.
Now he just, now he just. I don't. Not with that bullshit. So I vote. Come on, you know she ain't fucking winning. He said, "What's wrong?" There's a lot wrong, a whole lot wrong. If you think this chick is winning,
Yeah, no, she ain't winning. Julia gonna come back somehow, some way.
shit, the Knicks got a better chance winning the in season tournament. Who they playing the knockout? Who they playing? They playing who? The Bucks.
The Knicks have the
Well, yeah,
Bucks.
that was already. Yeah, I really like Julia Hart bringing. Well, that's already a thing. They're already the House of Black. One of their things is whoever wins the title, that's gonna be the stipulation. They're gonna bring that stipulation to when they win titles.
I like that. House rules.
He's like the only rule is that Mad Kai can't hit me with the what does he call it now? The kick that he does. I know he used to call it what, Black Mass. What does he call it now?
I can't remember. It's something cool though.
Yeah. He's like, I'd rather avoid that than anything. So simple yet effective.
It's called The End. I like it.
What's his name? Tommy End.
It was at one point, yeah.
He said this women's match should have been over. This women's match should have been. Well, not gonna be over in 2 minutes, buddy.
It's a little extreme, Chief.
That would, yeah, and then also that would not do the women any good at all. that would not that would not go that would not go over well. Unless you did a squash match and then you added another women's match, then yeah, you could probably pull that a little bit more. But nah, that would have been that would not have gone well. He said the women wrestling right now. So I disagree. You're entitled to your opinion, even when it's not a
As
good
do
one.
I. I disagree as well.
Now you can say the booking. I think like some of the booking decisions, like even with WWE, yeah, like what it's none of the women's fault. It's just they have a certain direction they're going, and that's what they're gonna stick with. Even though your job is to make Julia strong, and I think she did a good job making her look strong. She's was he trying to like tap out? Like wasn't she just tapping out? Did she just like miss that, or whatever the case may be? Oh, that's right. She can't use that. She can't. That's right. That was the rule. Oh, I like that. She was tapping out, but that's not how she can't. She's not supposed to use it.
The Patriarch up next. Can't wait. This is Mariah May.
She got to be used to some way somehow, man. I heard she's really good. I haven't really like seen her matches like that, but I've been hearing good things about her.
So high. So have I.
I want to see her wrestle. She looks really good too.
OD.
Did I mean? Oh yeah, I've met Julia before.
Oh, Tony Khan.
She kind of looks like Lacey Von Erich a little bit.
She kind of gives me Tiffany Stratton vibes.
A
Just
little bit. I think Tiffany is more like Tiffany is a little bit more thicker
Yeah.
because she's like more muscle.
Oh, here he is. The world's worst father.
Chris Benoit's back from the grave.
Huh?
Chris Benoit's back from the grave. You said,
Oh, shit.
Father.
Living father. The father's still on Earth.
Oh, all right. So that's
Not
like
in hell.
flavor or something.
Yeah.
He's not in Yo, I remember I made a comment. I forgot what it was. I think I had to do something with like Chris Benoit, and somebody was like, "Oh, about it had to do like with COVID." It was like the meme. Remember the Drake meme? They're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, when you cough and you wake up." So I remember I did one of those, and it was like it had to do with like I was like, "Oh," and you cough, and the next minute you watch Chris Benoit win like the world title or something, right? So then I remember somebody was like, "Oh, I wouldn't mind seeing Chris Benoit versus Eddie Guerrero." So they're trying to do like, "Well, okay." And then I said, "Well, too bad it's not going to work because Eddie's not in the same place where Chris is at."
It's true though. It's true. Oh shit.
Yeah.
I'm glad he took that well. He probably fucking threw a tantrum after reading that.
He's like, damn. Let me see. You know what's fun in the ring? Let me see if I know anybody that's in the ring. There's two guys that I know that's in the ring. The security, there's two of them.
I see Austin Aries in the middle.
He does look like him. Oh shit, he does.
Bold Jack Gallagher. Dominican
I know
Kevin
him.
Owens.
That's one of the guys I know.
Dominican
Kevin
Owens.
Name is actually Josh. He has my name.
No.
Oh yeah, he does kind of the other dude.
It's Dominican Kevin Owens, and then fucking Lance Storm / Kazarian in the top right.
You know what's funny? I was about to say Lance Storm.
He's like if Lance Storm
looks like
Kazarian had
now.
Yeah.
He looks like Lance Storm now. Like Lance Storm looks bigger now. Holy shit, that's right. Damn, he's a KO. That's a good one.
Dominican KO, yeah.
That's fucked up. What about the one at the end? That looks like Ricochet.
Yeah, it does.
That's Bodega Toy Ricochet. Damn, damn, that's fucked up. The Jack Gallagher one, damn, that's the dude that
It's
I know.
bold
That's what
Jack
makes it
Gallagher,
fucked
yo.
up.
Oh, for
Yeah,
real?
I know him too. He's a cool dude. He used to work with high spots. They're like a memorabilia website that
Uh-huh.
WrestleCon. They basically run WrestleCon. That's the
Oh,
company that
nice.
runs WrestleCon. He used to work with them, but then he left because he wanted to pursue like more indie bookings. So he's been getting like
Nice.
a shitload of bookings, and he he works with AEW now. Like he does like a lot of behind the scenes stuff.
Nice.
So he works with them now. So he wanted, hey, he left on good terms with them with high spots. They gave them their blessings, and he got his job. He got a better job with AEW, in my opinion. So it's good for him. I like stuff like that.
Yeah, why not, man? Pursue your passion. Do what you want to do. Make good money while you're doing it.
Yeah, as long as you don't, it makes you miserable because that could be really bad.
Yeah. Don't let it make him. Don't let it make you miserable.
Damn man, he's about to fuck up some. He's about to fuck all them up. Oh, he told him to leave. Oh, you gotta have somebody else. I don't know.
I think they're gonna set up a match for World's End.
Maybe, but I know Edge was pushing for. Let me say Ed. Adam Copeland was pushing for Montreal.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
Because
Do it in
last week
front of
that
the
was his promo. He
Canadians.
said Montreal. Yeah, so I think that kind of makes the most sense. But World's End will be cool. I mean, it's not a bad spot.
Is he insulting his father? Is he calling him a bad father? Oh, shaking the front rows, yawning. She's not having a good time.
Damn.
This guy's full of shit. Uh this guy just going to dark places. What a dick, trying to bait his best friend. Well deserved. That was well deserved. Oh, oh, oh.
What?
That was great.
He kicked
That
him in
was
the dick.
great. Oh, right. It gets better.
Damn.
Damn.
Oh wait, they didn't. They didn't. They
I
yo. They
heard it.
didn't. They didn't.
I heard it. I
Yo,
didn't
that's
hear
what
the
I'm
bleep.
saying. They didn't bleep it. Damn.
That's wild.
Holy shit. Yeah, they didn't. They didn't even try attempt to block. They didn't even attempt to block it.
Nope.
They've been doing that shit a lot lately. They've been catching it. They did not catch it there. He said, "I'm watching it on Fight TV." I heard it. No, they didn't block it here either. They did not block it. I'm on Sling. They didn't. They did not block it. I heard everything. Let's go fuck yourself.
Yeah, I'm not on. I'm not on Fight TV. It's definitely not a Fight TV stream.
He said, "Go fuck yourself." That honestly, that kind of make the feud interesting again. They needed like a segment like that again, face to face. It only tells me though that Christian's going over. So
You think so?
yeah, it's cool. Usually, like when somebody gets like the upper hand, like that heavy handed, that usually means the opposite. Because look, if you think about it, Edge took out Nick Wayne, he took out Luchasaurus, he kicked Christian in the dick. Yeah, so
Kicked
only means he's
Christian in
probably
the
going.
dick.
Yeah, so it probably only means he's going over. They face each other.
Switchblade.
Oh shit, that's right. That's gonna be the main event.
I like the no interference too. It's just 1-on-1.
No, I like it. I was thinking when we were.
Yeah, last week. That's right. Roosh and Jay White was a pretty good match.
But also, if I think from what I heard too, it's by design. Like TK's doing that because of the network.
Mm-hmm.
People are getting concerned because apparently Raw is finalizing a new TV deal, and they were saying like how these people were looking into it, but I think Dave said it's most likely FX, which means if it's FX, I mean that's basically a Disney channel, so they might own they might have the rights to Raw.
Yeah, that'll be crazy.
That's crazy. All three shows. That's crazy. That's crazy. All three shows are gonna be on different networks.
Networks shows you the value of their programming.
But not only that, but then NXT didn't get. I mean, they did get significant money, but not close to what
Oh
Raw
no,
or
they're
SmackDown was worth.
no, but they still got good money.
But it's a good sign for NXT. I mean, it kind of puts them on their own platform as well. I think that helps. I think that helps as well.
They feel more like a third brand now. I
They're not so
think.
focused on like USA trying to push it. Yeah, a little bit. It depends
Exactly.
on how they go forward. I think they're gonna have to find a way to I kind of to me it kind of felt like they cooled off after that episode with Cena and all of them. They kind of cooled off and they kind of like, hey, we got our deal. Let's lay low for a while.
Yeah.
He said FX is not PG heavy. Well, it's most likely still gonna be PG no matter what. Uh, there's too many advertisements that are still involved when it comes to the shows themselves that I don't see WWE going backtracking on that. Triple H has spoken about that too. I don't see them doing. They're not going to revert back. That's how he's kind of spoken about that with like hardcore matches.
Mm-hmm.
Like so, I don't see them like regardless of the network or whatever the case may be. I don't see them going. Uh, what is it? I don't see it happening. Just because again, those advertisements, that's what they look at now. The more
That's where the
advertisements they
money
have,
is.
that's the more money that's involved. And
Yep. That's the money.
yeah, and
That's where the
WWE's trying to
money
get
comes from.
that. So yeah, so it's not going to change. People could say how much they want it back, but at the same time, I don't think it makes a difference in my opinion. Even if it goes
Mm-hmm.
TV, it's not going to make a difference because it's like if this is what WWE's formula is, doesn't matter. You could put it TV 14, they're still going to do the same show. I think they tried it with NXT for a little bit, right? They were trying to do like more edgier stuff.
They tried, but it wasn't working, and you know how USA is. So
Yeah, and then also I think it felt too forced. I think that was the problem. I don't think. I think we'll not go back to TV 14. Yeah, yeah. I don't think so either. And then it's not gonna make a difference. It's not gonna really make a big difference. Uh, doesn't need to be TV 14, in my opinion. It's been so long that it's like I don't look forward to it. It doesn't affect me watching the product. I don't need it to be TV 14 to it to be entertaining. So we'll see. Y'all look at it mad late.
Oh, we're going. Looks like we're going over 10 o'clock today again.
Yeah, it's possible. Or I think might be a draw. This might be the first draw of this classic. So who won again tonight? Roosh won and Mox won, so he'd be six. So if it's a tie, that means Mox will be in the lead.
If you're gonna do a draw, I think these two guys would be perfect candidates for it.
Yeah, because it doesn't hurt none of them.
Even though a loss to for either guy wouldn't necessarily hurt them either, but it'll hurt them in the tournament.
It wouldn't hurt them, but you know what it is? Swerve is in such a hot streak that it's like you kind of don't want to like cool him off with a loss, but a draw would still help because he didn't lose, so that helps. Um, two prominent guys. That's why it's kind of tough to say. Like, I would want none of them to lose. Yep, Swerve is going to be at the Wrestling Universe the 29th. I plan on going to that. And they kind of teased Nana supposed to be there too. They kind of teased it. So I'm waiting on that. So if they do that, there's a perfect picture that I found that I'm gonna sketch up And it's gonna be both of them.
That'll be dope.
Yeah, there's one like there's a shot that they did where Swerve is like looking to the ring and Nana's doing the dance. So I was like, yo, if they have Nana, I'll do it. Like if they have Nana, I'll do it. He said, I got Hollywood Hulk Hogan magazine. Why you got that magazine for? Why?
Terrence from Tampa.
That fucking bro. Remember when they asked us? Remember when fucking I don't know if you saw with Kelvin when I was talking about Punk and I was like, yo, like Punk is not even the worst person in the industry or some shit like that, or we dealt with worse. And then Kelvin said, name one person, and I said Terrence from Florida, and he's like, fair. He's fair.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I'm like, yo, like, come on. I think too, that's kind of the reason why I kind of give Punk a pass on a lot of things, because that's how I see it. I'm like, yo, there's been like worse fucking guys in the industry. I'm like, Punk is not the worst. Punk is an asshole, yeah, but there's a lot of assholes. I could even debate that Shawn Michaels was fucking worse than CM Punk in the 90s.
It's definitely debatable. It's arguable. You could definitely make a case.
Like, imagine back then and Twitter and all this shit existed back then. Oh my gosh. HBK, forget about it. You think Punk is bad? Oh. You think he's bad? Nah. Like a shitload of guys would have been getting buried by social media because of their actions. He said Francis World. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I mean he didn't. Yeah, so he didn't say that, but I think he kind of by saying FX is, they're heavy on like their stuff. It's kind of implying that, but yeah, WWE is fine as where they're at. If they want to keep it PG, they're gonna keep it PG. And a lot of women too, they're taking more seriously with their wrestling. So even that would be kind of like it wouldn't matter. They're not gonna do anything to sexualize these women, at least on Raw. NXT they tried to, but it kind of was like meh. Kind of really didn't go nowhere. They tried it with what Toxic Attraction.
I mean, it works for us every week.
Didn't really matter. I'll take that argument. At least he said, "No, I'll take that argument." I mean, honestly, that'll probably be an argument you'll lose because there's so much shit I could say about HBK that doesn't look that you would think fucking Punk is a scholar. Like if you really want to go there, I mean, we could
I
talk
mean,
about all the
he
talent that HBK single handedly buried. We could
hold
go
on.
that far.
HBK is responsible, not fully responsible, but he's responsible for inspiring a generation of kids to tell grown people to suck it. HBK was a menace. HBK was a fucking menace.
He was.
So,
He was. On screen, people loved him. Backstage, that's a different story. He also fucking lied about the Montreal Screwjob for years until he finally admitted it. So I mean, again, I mean, hey, I'm just saying. You could say about the media scrum and all that stuff, but HBK has done the worst shit. Has done the worst shit in the fucking business.
I mean, I'm gonna say CM Punk's because HBK's return wasn't really a return. It was more of a return to wrestling because he was still popping up every once in a while. Punk was gone for damn near a decade.
Yeah.
And it came back to, one of the most monstrous reactions you can ever get.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes down to it, but also HBK, there wasn't a clear indication that he was gonna wrestle again ever. And I mean, hey, he had a good run in the 2000s. Like he became that workhorse where every Monday night he was fucking killing it with matches. That's all you really needed for HBK. Um, as for Punk, Punk was putting on great matches in AEW, regard if people want to admit it or not. He had the best feud with MJF. I mean, last year, him
Yeah, they
and
had that
MJF,
crazy dog collar
they both
fight.
killed it in that storyline. You know, the only significant thing you could say about HBK, they had like the DX stuff, and then maybe the Taker, like that was like the big last hurrah with him, like trying to beat Taker and he never beat Taker.
Okay. But you could arguably say his second run was better than his
He
first
said
run.
Punk is a saint. Yeah. Look, Punk is a saint compared to HBK in the 90s. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And when you want to talk about the heavy drug use, oh man, that's not even a debate right there. That's not a debate. Remind y'all, HBK was fired by the WWE before when he was with Marty Jannetty. He was fired before. So this is not saying much.
There's a hell of a match going on.
No, it is. Oh, kick out. And I have higher all time than Punk. Well, I mean, that's fair. HBK is an all time great. I would never take that away from HBK. That's not like, that I would never deny because HBK is also in my top. Guys, HBK is easily in my top 5. Like, I've never debated that. Uh, but as a person, he's a piece of shit. Yeah, I think he still is, to be honest with you.
I was gonna say, well, he's born again. You think he's still a piece of shit though?
Nah, he's still a piece of shit. He's still a piece of shit. And RVD has said it himself too. Like RVD does not like HBK. And honestly, if you're somebody who who has RVD saying you're a piece of shit, then you're a piece of shit. Like RVD got to call you a piece of shit. That tells you something.
Oh. Shit.
Like I get more than Punk, but HBK was a scumbag. Yeah.
Wait until you see the ending.
He said, "Now I'm saying that because to say I just defend Punk. I like HBK more than Punk, but no, I mean HBK. I think athletically he was better than Punk. Punk is really good with like storytelling. That's where Punk is at his best. When his ring stuff is like more like ring, it tells a story. Oh, nice.
Seen it. He won. He beat Jay White.
Wow.
Swerve gets the roll up win. He has 6 points. He's tied for the lead with Mox.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's a great
This was a
one
good
for Swerve.
episode.
See, I told you, right? I was like, I told you, right? I was like, it's either gonna be a tie or Swerve is gonna win. I was like, Swerve is too hot. I knew it.
No, yeah, he gotta win. He gotta win. He's probably the favorite to win the tournament, so gotta keep him hot. Good episode.
Yeah, I said the same thing. I said the same thing with Swerve because if this is a segue for him to have 3 belts, He got 3 belts. He don't need. You could kind of wait for that, like down the line, like Double or Nothing or whatever the case may be. I think that you could kind of wait for that, for like that aspect or like a story, and then you have him and Paige match up again
Yeah,
for the title. Like this time will mean something.
that would be cool. That's good. That's good long term booking. It's a good episode. I feel like it got a little slow, like during the middle, but it was a good episode.
He said, "I Swerve needs to do something heelish." He was gonna do that in heelish on Jay White because Jay White is also a heel. So like that would that would defeat the purpose.
Yeah, we could out heal each other. That would have been cool. Think Swerve and Mox deserve the MVPs for today. Julia Hart with a well earned title defense.
Yeah.
Got any LVPs? Action Andretti, just because we don't like, even though he won.
No. I won't give it to him. I gotta be fair. I gotta be fair. What would I give LV? I don't know. Like I'll give it to Jay Lethal. He got a goose egg. Jay Lethal and Mark Briscoe, unfortunately, they still got goose eggs in the tournament.
That's true. Who got beat the fuck up by Wardlow too? Oh, AR Fox. Yeah.
He got
He
squashed.
got his ass power, but his soul came out his body when he got power bombed. Match of the night. Got to be the main event. Jay White Swerve.
I'm going with the main event too. I thought like all 3 matches were good. The Continental Classic. I thought all 3 matches were good. I'll give it to the main event. Main event was really good.
Yeah. Main event it is.
Just because
Thumbs
also
up.
the winner was a little surprising.
Yeah. I mean, hey, we would have took a draw, but fuck it. We'll take Swerve. Hey. That hurt.
That's a
No
good. It
more.
was a
No
good
more
episode.
Swerve.
I like the. I've liked the.
Oh, Josh froze up a little bit. I'm sure he was going to say he likes the Continental Classic because I like it too. It's a good concept. LVP. Oh, I mean that's the MVP. See them toes. You see them dogs. All right, guys. It's gonna be it for this episode of Elite Heat. Josh, got anything to plug?
Just my socials, JMPunk321, X and Instagram, and I'll also be joining SP3 on Saturday for True Heat. Which episode is it? 250 something. That's a lot of episodes, but I'll be on for that. Probably be on for like the first hour or so because I gotta head out. But I'll be on for the beginning.
Yeah, I think it's like episode 253 or something like that. I'm pretty sure we got. Well, nope, that's today. We got the Rated Raw review. That was yesterday. Couple reviews, but look out for AEW Ramble. Should be dropping tomorrow, I believe. Jimmy Macram, SP3.
Yeah, right. Too.
And then True Hill Heat 253 with Josh. That'll be on Saturday. You know, you can find me at Chris G. True Hill Chris G on Instagram. And you can find me here every Tuesday. Not Tuesday. What fucking day it is? I lost my days. Every Wednesday. Here doing Elite Heat. Every Thursday on the Twitch doing Blunt Impact. We're going to start getting back into gaming. I'm going to aim for Friday nights. So look out for that. And the Patreon, Hardcore Rewind. We're going to be dropping episodes. You got to bear with me the first like 55 episodes, though. They're going to be short and sweet because ECW was the shits back in the day. And we're starting from day one. We already got the first one up. And I'm going to continue it And yeah, so look out for that. True Hill Heat Sports. You can find me there as well. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment on this video if you're watching on demand. Send a super chat, all that good stuff. Subscribe. Hit those thumbs up. Like this shit. Love this shit. We love you. Thank you for joining us today on Elite Heat 76. Me and Josh, we will see you guys next week.